Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How is it going today on this fine Tuesday, innit? It's time for Chillin' Tuesdays, innit? We're watching Tsukihime? Yeah, it does kind of look like that, huh? I was gonna say Samurai Remnant, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, Blood Moon, Holy Grail War. There's a Waxing Moon, Holy Grail War. Whatever it is, who gives a shit? Yeah, second hydration? No, you get one. You get one, bitch ass. I'm not doing this shit where you redeem a hydration at the ass end of the stream, so that way I have to redeem it otherwise. What do you think this is? The bank? No, you don't get no goddamn refunds. Hydrate now, though. Holy shit, Hato's on an 80 stream streak. Alright, I'm gonna go get my coffee. How many streams is that? I mean, obviously 80, but like, how many days and weeks, I mean? If I on average stream 5 times a week. I stream 5 times a week, generally. What's 5 divided by 80? 40 weeks? Almost a full year of non-stop catching the goat, man. That's crazy. Thank you for joining us for the pizza and beer. To wish us luck on the rental inspection tomorrow. God bless. Do what you gotta do. Hey, worst comes to worst, kill the guy. Anyway, let's go. 40 weeks? Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. This MF can't do... I can't! I do not understand math. I quite honestly do not understand math. It's never clicked for me. Never once. Just keep practicing it. You'll get good at it, bitch. How about I don't do that and leave that to the eggheads? I have fucking obscure history to look up. Can't be bothered to look at stupid-ass numbers. Alright, what episode are we starting? We are on episode 7. Alright. Let's go. Do this. Slut. Frame 1. You know what, you filthy whore? How about if I go there and fucking kill you? What if I killed you? How about that? What would you do then, huh? I just come over there and fucking killed you. Better get your fucking Philippines in attack mode. Alright, one sec. I had a part for the boat break off that I need to fix really quick. Alright, are y'all ready? Are y'all tuning in? If you don't know how this works, join the Discord. There should be a little notice up there for people. Yep, go join the Discord. And you can watch episode 7 with us. We do this every single week. For the release of new episodes of Fate Strange Fake. So far, I would say, very enjoyable. Alright, you ready, fellas? Try me, bitch. Every other VTuber find a block your way to me. Look, I know most VTubers. I can bench press. I can bench press all of them. Which one do I want in game? The Hassan. Because I like her design, and I want to see her interact with Gramps. Alright. Let's go. For obvious reasons, I cannot show you guys. Oh my. The things here. Oh my. Oh, and in case anyone was just like, hey, the quality is shit, I know. This is the highest it's willing to go right now. Ooh. Don't be Prelati. Do not be Prelati. You're fucked if it... Oh. Hey, fellas. Do you know who this is? I don't know why him? Oh, chat. Oh, chat doesn't know. Him. No, we just started. Ooh. I love me some good mechanical screaming. It's an it, look at it. I want you to ask yourself a question. Everyone. When is it ever an it? Anytime it appears to be an it, what is the most likely gender that it ends up being? Yeah, Ron. Was that Ron? You'll see. There is no such thing as gender unknown. There's only men and women in Fate. And Dayon, I suppose. Soup chain! Oh, yes. I just need a still frame of Waver smoking that shit. Ranmaru? Ranmaru is a female who may potentially transition into a male. But it's either one or the other. It's not... There he is. This guy is my goat, just so you know. Please say Charles Chaplin. Please say Charles Chaplin. That's crazy. would he qualify? I don't know if Charlie Chaplin would qualify. It's a definite maybe. I think Castor, no, yeah, Castor for sure. Lancer, absolutely not. Alcades versus Pete Carey, who wins? Alcades. Not even a competition. Yeah, right. The first person he thinks of when it comes to greatness is Charles Chaplin. Don't worry. We'll change that. Child Soldier Kun. Shiguma. All right. Now we know. Oh my god. Yeah, this is more like the Las Vegas I know. I'll be honest with you. Oh shit. Y'all know who it is. There you go, fellas. Your one frame of Jason. Hope you enjoyed that. A noble-looking brat was mouthing off. Yep, that's Jason. Indeed. But that's actually awesome to hear. Loki. Loki, that is one of the coolest things that they could possibly... That is super fan service for people. Being like... Because, I don't know, the impression that you kind of get from Herc and him in-game is that Herc is crazy and that he's just, like, working for him. Right? Alternatively, it's kind of cool to see Herc actually be like, he's a shithead, but he's my shithead, and don't you dare fucking make fun of him. That adds a lot of depth to both him and fucking Jason, which I really appreciate. Indeed. Herc recognizes her. Oh, damn. Herc's like, bitch, no you ain't. Not for long. Okay, I see you. She has an Ishtar aura? Sure does. Is that Ishtar? Is it? Oh. Bro, I fucking love that sound. Oh, that sound is so good. Hey, yo. Gallstones? Yo, that pig got fucking mulched. Indeed. I wouldn't leave the helpless girl by herself, I'll be real with you. Jesus Christ, the eradication of everything is insane. Uh-oh. Scary man. Bugs? Uh-oh. Oh no. There's no way a mage would have a fucked up backstory. Yeah, that's philia. Which variety of philia, you may ask? I will never tell. Jesus! Bro made a biblically accurate angel out of arrows and then a bird. Oh, dude, I don't think you realize. That ain't her servant. Yeah, do it. Say kill the white man. Say it. Okay, so for people who have been asking, hey, who do you want in fucking FGO? This one. I'm not saying the name. I recommend no one else say the name because fuck you if you just did. Ooh, the CG looks good! The CG looks good! Fuck him up. I saw people complaining about the CG in this. I was just like, what? The hell is that? That's oomph. That's oomphy. That's my baby right there. Why are you asking? This is clearly Svarog from the hit game Honkai Star Rail. People will complain no matter what, even if it's 2D. People are complaining that it was 2D. That was another thing I saw people complaining about. It's just like, how come the fucking company that just operates off a fucking cash grab is the one making good animations? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should, like, play a game with a company that actually likes its player base. I don't know what to tell you, man. Only Sigma sees his servant? Yep. They stopped doing porn visual novels for this. They did. Best decision they ever made. Fuck them up! Fucking hell yes. Bro did a fucking cartoon. This is Potemkin. Fuck him up, Potemkin. Boomba. God. Hello, Goblin. Is bro just eating jelly beans? Oh. What the fuck does Prelati even do? Bro, not the J. He's wasting food. Also, this girl has 0 stamina. She is made of a singular lung. You know what? I hadn't considered that this was like an actual Holy Grail war. And that Berserker going crazy is like a succubus sucking the life out of you. Anyway, fuck it up, Potemkin. Damn! He's like, bitch, what the hell is that? You summoned Mechagodzilla, that's cheating. Uh-oh. I'm just now realizing fucking Prelati, okay, who here has seen fucking Flip Flappers? Prelati is a fucking character out of Flip Flappers. This motherfucker. Child, you are a demon. I saw one episode of Flip Flappers. The whole thing is good. Well, I missed the head. You can't interrogate a dead person. Unless you're a necromancer. Isn't that strange? Isn't it fake? Damn. Hey man, if you were... Oh god. It's my favorite character. I think the Dead Apostle Ancestor's in over his head on this one, I'm not gonna lie. I don't... Look, I think that you can't... I think Mr. Black is gonna fuck things up. How many gas leaks was Berserker worth there? Oh, that was at least 3. This whole thing was set up by the United States in 2009. Obama caused the Holy Grail War canonically. Never forget that. The Obama Grail War. Zellerich implies that there are versions of the fake timeline where Jester ends the world, so don't sleep on him. I'm not. It's not that I'm sleeping on him. It's that I know who Mr. Black is. That's the issue. The issue is I know who that is. And I don't think he stands a chance. Look at him. That's a strong character right there. Yay, gas leak time! Are we gonna see Berserker? I don't know if they added them. Probably. I legitimately love... There's Berserker back there. I love Berserker's design. I really do. Berserker's design is amazing. I'm not going to tell you who Mr. Black is. I will also say I don't want anybody else to tell you. Believe me when I say shit like that is the kind of reveals that you want to have. Like, as the story goes on its own. Because when it gets revealed, you're like, ooh. Are we only missing Hippolyta's master? Okay, so who all do we have here? Who are our 2 sabers? We have... It's 2 of each class, right? It's one normal, 1 fake. There's only 1 saber? Okay. There's 2 archers. Gilgamesh and, fucking Alcides. Lancer is Enkidu and the Watchers. Ryder is Hippolyta, and who's the other one? I'm forgetting one. Mr. Black's a right. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Mr. Black. Caster is Prelati and fucking dumbass. Assassin is Jack and Hassan. And then Berserker is Alcides and unnamed big mecha thing that I really like. So, not Jack. Jack is a Berserker. So there's 3 Berserkers. No. You said Alcides. Did I? I'm a fucking idiot. Wait. So do we know who the other assassin is? We're missing it. Okay, so we're missing an assassin and we're missing a berserker. It's no name and the Hassan for assassin. No name. We haven't seen them? Okay, gotcha. Follow the Ace of Servant who wasn't shown yet. Got it. And then, what the fuck do they call her? The goddess, the Einsburn goddess who just showed up is just kind of like here hanging out. Is unrelated to the war, is just here for the hype moments and aura of everything. Alright, well, that was cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. It's nice to have another Fate series to, like, chew on as we go about doing our own shit. So, fellas, now for the other part of the stream. Thank you for hanging out, for all you strange fakers. Leave. Get the fuck out of my chat! Get out of my chat! Get the fuck out of here! I'm sorry. I'm just a big fan of the idea of it ending and then just me shoving people out of my fucking place. All right. Cool. Will now. My head is cut off weirdly there. That's odd. All right, fellas, now for the other part of the stream. We're going to build a fucking boat. With this music playing. Fellas. He really is my son. What? Can I go one fucking IRL stream without somebody commenting on my whiteness? Oh, is Tammy dead? One sec. Tammy should be online now. Tammy, be cringe. Thank you. Me and Dad, no? Man. Sorry about yesterday. Why? What do you... There's nothing to be sorry for. Alright. Let's see. We attached... Okay, we did this page last time. I did notice that something... Hold up. I gotta move my beans. these here. And put these here. Double Ushi, of course. The Ushis were sold as a 2-pack. She's still dead? Alright, one sec. No, two. I'm sick of you. Okay, I did notice that something did fall off, which I'm going to need to reattach now, which fell off. Here. There's this right here, which needs to go back on. There we go. Okay. That should hold with any luck. So we're on to... So technically we only have these 2 pages left. So technically we shouldn't be that far off, I think. Well, until, we need to put on stickers and other shit. Stickers are going to be the bane of my existence, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have trouble doing stickers on Gunpla, and they have like 3 of them that you need. Okay. Let's move this to the side for now, because that's the part I broke on accident. Put the bulk of the boat over here. All right, and now we need... It's not labeled. They don't label these, and it's a pain in the dick. Let's see. Is the cat... What the... Oh, shit. Tammy was working. I had the desktop audio muted. No, the cat's still here, son. Alright. Let's see. I'm here listening to fucking Undernight by myself. Let's see, there's 6, 7, 8, 9.
I leave.
None of which I need. Okay. It's 13, which I do need from this one.
Sir, how dare you take my voice from me?
Fucking do it again.
When do you think I will show up in Strange Fake?
Where'd that go? Tammy, I have bad news, baby.
Straight joking my wife.
That's gone forever. That's fantastic. Hope I didn't need that. Bro, these parts...
That piece took rowboat to the void.
Look at how small this shit is compared to my fucking monster hands. There's a chance I can actually find it. I don't think it flew off my desk. Oh, in fact, it's right there. Perfect. Alright, good. Well, I needed those. I need 13s. Okay, don't need any more out of this one.
Husband,
hello.
Why do you not have a plushie of me? But you want with your dogs.
Do you want to know why, Tammy? I actually have an answer for why I don't have a fucking Tammy plush. or any Tamamo merchandise for that reason. Quite literally, every attempt I've ever had to get Tamamo merch online, which is like the one place I can effectively find it, has resulted in it either being lost in the mail entirely or it being canceled and not shipped to me. Cam, dear sweet Cam at one point, sent me a Tamamo figure through the mail, and it vanished, gone forever. I tried to order a Tamamo plush like a year ago. Canceled. They're like, we don't have it anymore, sorry, we're canceling. They're like, what? And they're like, yep, sorry, no, you can't have it. I'm like, all right. I'm pretty sure one time I went to the store and they had a Tamamo thing and I wanted to pick it up, but I didn't want to carry it around with me. Like, yeah, I'll probably go with that. Walked away, looked at some fucking like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, came back and it was gone.
The main Tamamo escaped the killing stone to stop herself from being marketable.
She failed.
Did this happen after my rock was destroyed by a drunk man?
Yes. Your rock wasn't destroyed by a drunk man. What? What Reddit fucking post did you read? The killing stone broke due to natural causes. It was an ancient-ass rock that got snow and ice and shit on it. Ugh. One sec. Yeesh. I gotta mark the ones I've done, otherwise I'll forget. Did that, did that. Okay. Actually, was 24 on this sheet here? No. That back here. Let's see. Wrong 24. Oh, actually, hold up. I do need another one of these. Need another T11. It broke after 10,000 years, so she's finally free and it's time to conquer the Earth. Yeah. What the fuck is that girl's name? From Power Rangers? Rita Repulsa? Is that the reason why Tamamo no Mai keeps spooking me? Yes. Probably. After 10,000 years, I'm free! I need... Have you seen the 30-minute sister line of Bandai model kit is getting Mashed Paladin and Artoria Caster? I've not, actually. I'd build them. Let me see. $38 is not that one. Like, I guess I'm going to complain about this quite literally every time I build one of these. Why on earth do they not have them labeled on where they are? It legitimately does not make any sense why that's how they have this shit set up.
Please Tamamo, take over our government, and my life is yours.
No, don't do that. You don't want Tamamo to be in charge. Are you fucking kidding me? The last time Tamamo...
Fun fact, did you know that my stone was originally in a place called Nasu?
Yes, actually. Yeah, Tamamo, the last time she was in charge of a nation, she had a place called the Deer Pavilion, which had gardens of meat, and she would send people in there to die. So no, I unfortunately do not trust Tamamo. At this point, look, our world leaders are currently not feeding us to animals. At least not publicly. That was dodgy, not they're the same person! It's the same fucking bitch! Alright, need 46s and 47s. Need 1, 2... Okay, need both of these. Got it.
I disagree, husband. I am clearly a good wife. It can't be me.
Look, those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can be a horrible murderer and also a good wife. It just means that your priorities are a little bit skewed in various areas. Let's shoot both the 46s and 47s. I need a 70, a 71, and a 37, and a 38. So 37 or 38 here. Actually, yes. Damn.
I talked with Taigang Wang and he said it was Daji, not Tamamo.
The fuck does he was wrong! It's the whole thing. There's a whole plot point about how that fucking dumbass was wrong. You trust that guy? I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him, which would be honestly pretty far because he's a beanpole. Now I need 70 and 71. Check sub chat.
He said he is a grand candidate. Of course, he is right.
Damn. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my favorite characters on that. That's crazy. Also, Mash would eat pudding, and Bargus would absolutely eat a chicken leg like that. That's crazy. Also, is Mama eating raw meat? Mama, you're gonna get a parasite. I don't care if you're a primordial being. That shit ain't healthy. I love Ty, but he's sketchy. I'd say he's more than sketchy. Ty is... Ty's a character. Yeah, that's a good descriptor. Ty's a fucking character. You know what? Alright, so 70 and 71 are right here. Okay.
Why Lilith gripping at Bobo like that?
Horny. Alright, let's do this. Let's start by putting these two together. I think that's a good place to start. Do I need to put anything in the middle here? No, these two are just going to fit into each other all nice and snug like after I fucking give them a nice little brush. Chat, I have a question for you. How's your spice tolerance? You have a high spice tolerance? Non-existent, pretty average, very bad, good. Most I can handle is curry. Good. Not good. Never eat anything spicy, so don't know how. What? How's that possible? Depends on the spice, but okay. I don't like hot food. I see. For one, there's a term for that in Japanese. If you can't handle spicy food. That term is nekojita. Most of you probably know what the word neko is because you're nerds. But nekojita means cat tongue. Because I guess Japanese think that cats have like really sensitive tongues.
You calling them a cat husband?
Tammy, how do you like spicy food? You're a cat.
Wouldn't you like to know, fat boy?
Alright, that was helpful. And yes, I would. That is why I fucking asked you. Oh, that's a gun. No, we need... I'm just talking to myself like a crazy person? No. Here we go. It's not perfect, but it'll be good enough.
I go rage and I eat hot food.
I believe that. It was countered by the Old Man Tokyo pressure point. Orama 1/2 used that as a pressure point. My mother doesn't like spicy stuff, so she doesn't make any spicy. And most common Italian dishes aren't spicy. Nekojita is an easily burned tongue, not only about spice. Same shit. They use it in the context of...
Sir, it hurts me to say this, but you are crazy. And you are talking to yourself. There is no stream and no one is watching.
Yeah. I know no one's watching. Anyway, save that existential crisis for another time. For now, we got boats to build. You made him Ark, I can't click Twitter links right now. Anyway, reason I bring it up, I often hear, and by often I mean very often hear, it be said, white people have no spice tolerance, right? And I'm not going to sit here and disagree with that necessarily, right? Because a lot of white people do not have a spice tolerance. I think that most people could, you know, would agree with that to at least some... that moved on its own. To at least some, like, level, right? It's a recognition from the average white person that they can't do spicy food, right? Well, I guess my counter to that would be, how many of you, I guess not many of you if you're not from America, But I imagine this is probably a phenomena anywhere you go in the world where there's hillbillies, which is not exclusively an American thing necessarily. Maybe like hill people is a good way to describe it. I think just about everybody has an understanding of the average hill person, right? Hillbillies eat the most insanely. We have bogans, functionally the same thing. To my understanding, what a bogan is. Is a bogan like a person who like lives in the outback and is crazy? Crazy, occasionally inbred. Acts like a fucking lunatic. Has like basically their own culture. So the mountain people in English, maybe. Shit. So, I mean, here's the thing: Americans have mountain people too, up in Appalachia. I guess we call them hill people more so. Still hillbillies, I suppose. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at with this is hill people. I think that the white person's spice tolerance has a direct correspondence with wealth. I think that the more money that you have, the less spice tolerance you have as a white person. Because the average hill person, the average hillbilly, don't exactly have a lot of money. They have the nicest truck you've ever seen. They got some pretty damn nice like bits of farm equipment and like tractors. However, that's where all their money went into. That and like vices. Bushfolk or country bogan. I'm poor as fuck and have zero spice tolerance. Did you grow up poor? Or did you grow up in a poorer area or super rural area? That and gotcha? Yeah, gotcha will gotcha will do that to you, won't it? Guess I need to put these like that, I suppose. I'm gonna let those dry really quick, and I'm gonna attach these other ones to the sides. My mom made good money, but I was never able to stomach spicy food. See, it's because your mom made good money. The universe recognized that there was money being made. It made it so you cannot enjoy the sweetness of the spice. Okay, we're going to. Anyway, yeah. If you go to America, God forbid, I pray for you if you do right now. But if you go to America, And you go to either you can go to a deli, which is probably the preferred way to do what I'm about to describe. Go to a deli. Alternatively, go to like a Tractor Supply Co. If you don't know what that is, it's literally a farm equipment and tractor store. Go to one of those places, or like an Ace Hardware or something like that. And you will find hot sauce, among other things. And hillbilly hot sauce could kill a fucking elephant. With how spicy it is. One of my favorite ones I remember trying, because my dad bought it because it was funny, was a hot sauce called So Damn Insane with Saddam Hussein on it. That shit was nuclear hot. It was delicious. And there was other ones I remember. I remember there was one called called Sasquatch Satan, which had a picture of like a fucking Sasquatch, like doing like the Sasquatch walk, but he had the horns and has like a blazing trail of fire behind him. You masochist? No, spicy food good. I sometimes do wonder, though, am I a masochist? And the reason I say that, hold up, in Australia, it's the opposite. Poor folk in Australia, it's like the same 5 bland meals. Spag bowl, I don't know what the fuck a spag bowl is. Apricot chicken, pasta bake, mushroom chicken, and cottage pie. Okay. Well, middle class and rich folks live in the cities, and we can go out and try seasoned food and recreate it. Seasoned food and spicy food are not the same, though. Ace Hardware are just the inside of malls in the Philippines. Damn, Philippines got some crazy shit. They have an attack mode flag. They got Ace Hardware. Y'all living in a different fucking dimension. That's another Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Does this go like here? Yes, it does. Okay, that one will be way easier to get in there. Spag bowl is spaghetti bolognese. Okay, that makes so much more sense. You Australians are adorable. You know that? The Australian method of shortening things is adorable to me. It's like, it's not good enough that we have the word. It's we need to make it shortened and really kind of like cute. But then it's also like referring to something horrific. You need to season your food for it to be spicy. Yeah, there's spiced food and then there's spicy food. Know what I'm saying? I understand your point. However... Wait, hell, unfinished flight control projects. I'll leave the topic to that. Not get into it too political. Oh, Filipino politics in the Klitsch chat. Didn't I learn about Filipino politics? Or was that Indonesia? Which one has the KKK? Is that the Philippines? Don't bort me, damn it! Answer the question! We did. Got it. Daughter, why did you feel the need to list the 5 meals I made for you growing up as the poor, bland... Hey, for what it's worth, do you want to know what the average goat family meal was growing up? Like, let me give you the breakdown of what my weekly meal looked like. Growing up, like, yeah, I'd say from, like, the age of 5 to the age of, like, 18. One day would be spaghetti with meat sauce. One day would be tacos with ground beef. We would do a quiche made out of eggs and some vegetables. We would do some creative meal, whatever my mom wanted to cook that day. And then on Fridays, if we were lucky, we would get a Little Caesars hot and ready, $5 hot and ready pizza. And the reasoning for that, spaghetti is cheap and filling, and ground beef is really cheap. What's the name of the other fucking dish? It's like noodle, ground beef noodles in like a gravy-ish kind of thing. Stroganoff. Like a stroganoff, yeah. We would do that as well, because also cheap. It's noodles and meat. Then we would also do tacos. Ground beef is cheap, tortillas are cheap. $5 hot and ready pizza, also pretty cheap. And then the one creative one, which was, I don't know, one of the big ones we would do is a potato leek soup, which is potatoes, cauliflower, and leek, and that's it. And you grind it, and you boil it, and you eat that. We ate cheap. It was good. Potato leek soup is one of my favorite things on the entire planet. That shit is delicious. But I recognize as an adult that we were fucking broke. And that's why we ate that shit. You know what I mean? Goatman, check me. I am fucking busy right now. Do I look like I have free hands? These streams devolve so quickly into just show and tell. Yeah, I'll check memes. Give me a sec. We're pausing the entire stream right now because Ark wanted to show me this. We paused the whole stream because Ark was just like, "Yo, dude, you gotta see this." Bro, stop the stream. I gotta show you this meme about the spinal cord. I'll put it on the fridge for you. There you go.
Spinal.
Okay. Well, we're almost done with this one part. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get the boat done this week. I want to finish this page at least. And then we can definitely finish it next week, depending on how much is left. Alright, got that. Cool. Now we're going to sit and let that rest for a hot sec, and then we take this, and we're going to put this on top of this, like this way. Right? Then this will go on top of this. Yes. So yeah, we're stacking. Oh, actually, this is the other way. So then it fits nice snugly into that. Okay. Hides own evidence of stopping the streams to show off poorly done edits. You say poorly done, I enjoy them quite a lot. Don't undersell yourself to me. So, fellas, I'm currently working on a health choice for myself that is going to kind of change things up. The mods might know about this because I think Tig actually saw. I was looking up vegetarian recipes in on Google. I found like a Reddit thread because I want to try out some new stuff. Okay, there's actually a way to pop this in here if it'll let me. There we go. Of course, you can't do vegetarian anymore because that means you're not cool. You have to do vegan, which I have no interest in doing. Where'd the music go? Here, play my fucking song. Tig called you a vegan. He did do that. I'm not going vegan. That is, I genuinely believe it's an unhealthy way to live your life. Don't let me, like, judge you too hard for those things, but, like, there are genuine health concerns with going vegan. Is it supposed to, like, go like this? Because of a lack of getting the certain, like, things that you need in your diet. But vegetarian, on the other hand, is better for you. You need to, like, detox. I need to not be eating as much meat as I have been in my life. So I feel like what I end up doing is I will eat a lot of meat and I'll eat a lot of bread and I'll feel like shit afterwards. Ugh. And I'm sick of feeling like shit after eating. I don't think the meat necessarily is the big issue. It's just my issue is I tend to eat a lot of it when I eat it. And I should be not eating nearly as much as I have been. I think I will... So I'm going to try for a bit to go vegetarian. I had a pretty good meal today. It's in the general chat, if you're curious. And it was really tasty. Like a stir-fry kind of deal. Nice little vegetable fry. Here's only one, or do I need two? I need two. Do that. Need 4 and 76. Nope. 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 Recently, once been trying to add fish to my diet. God bless you, dude. I cannot stand the taste of fish. I genuinely hate the way that fish tastes. I love catching them. Hate fucking eating them. They taste like shit. The only fish I can stomach at all is salmon. It's the only one. Everything else makes me want to vomit. And tuna. You know what? Tuna is also okay. But I think that the thing with both of those is that those are functionally red meat. Like those both taste like red meat, not like fish. Need this one, okay. Need this big old bitch. Righty. $50, $68, and $69. You know what? I just kind of want to rehash that. I find it very hard to believe that people were actually upset that there was CGI in Strange Fake. Was that real? Were people actually upset about that? I remember seeing it briefly on Twitter and then scrolling past because I was like, this is stupid. I think that I understand fucking why. That's what I'm asking. Like, here's the thing. One of my favorite anime of all time is Roka no Yusha, right? If you've seen it, you probably understand why I like it. Roka no Yusha is great. It's Among Us. It's like Among Us except with like fantasy heroes, and it's really cool. That is not the part. What the fuck is that? Man, what the fuck? That gun is gone forever. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure there's a fuck ton of spares for it. Can you spell that for us? Roka is R-O-K-A. No is spelled like no. And Yusha is Y-U-S-H-A. You want bad anime CG, go look at Baki Season 2 opening? I don't think I will. I found it funny when they started praising the Mediterranean diet because the people from the region lived longer. Like, duh, they were active but poor workers that could afford only veggie and fish. Well, yeah, it's amazing how much better your diet becomes when you don't eat fucking processed food. Like, realistically, that's just what... If you want to lose weight... Like, that's the way to do it. It's just legitimately just cold turkey. I'm not eating processed food. Dad has his teen is watching his favorite show before bed. I'm such a good parent. Hell yeah. I can't pull it up right now, but I appreciate the link. Can I just like... Do I need to glue this, or can I just like actually just like plug and play this? I can actually just plug and play it. Hell yeah. Yeah. The reason I bring up Roku no Yusha. Roku no Yusha is an amazing show. Genuinely an amazing show. There are monsters in that have some of the singular worst CG I've ever seen. It's horribly bad. It's genuinely laughably bad with like how it looks. Like, it's hard to describe. It looks like shit from like early like music videos. And yes, this is a very expensive hobby. Playing to paint my two gun. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Good luck. Enjoy your plastic crack. I need 40, 41, and then 42 and 42. Like in the end from Linkin Park. Can I get in trouble for showing off Roka no Yusha? Probably. But, yeah, fuck it. God, Roka no Yusha's is probably over a decade old now. That's crazy. The whole anime is available in Indonesian on YouTube. No, they don't just have the monsters straight up. The monsters are only in a couple... I know the monsters were, which is why they didn't invest any money into it. Trust me, I understand the why, as to why the monsters look so shit. That doesn't mean that they didn't look shit. It's like, I get the reasoning. that doesn't mean it didn't look bad. Like, the monsters mostly just show up as a threat to be like, yep, there's a reason why shit's fucked up. Not that one. Not that one. Alright, have a good night, Mock. Not that one. Ah, here we go. Anyway, moral of the story. Go fucking watch Roku no Yusha if you like the idea of having 7 people sit in a room and talk with killing intent while trying to determine who is a fucking Among Us. Then you'll fucking love it. What does the cone mean? Caution. Okay, wow. I am more the fool for having questioned it, I suppose. So this one's gonna go here. No. This one goes here. And this one goes here. And these two go here and here. That. I guess gotta finally put these guns up. Ugh. I need to finish the Valentine's event. I've been slacking on Fate stuff lately. Like, across the board. I'm gonna be so real. How do I put this? I don't want to say I'm burnt out on FGO right now. I am a little bit, but, like, not super duper. I'm very much, I don't know. I've been wanting to do other things as of late. Not to say I'm sick of FGO, I'm quitting FGO or anything like that. More in the vein of just like, I don't know. I really like Deadlock. You know what I mean? Maybe I make up some Deadlock content. Fuck. I don't think I'll be able to retain an audience if I did that, though. I am missing one of these. What the fuck? Klidgelock? Yeah, right. That's my soccer anime. Can I also be honest with you guys? I've not logged back into Enfield since you last saw me stream it. Enfield didn't really grab me. It really didn't. It didn't do anything in particular that like super duper impressed me. I'm gonna be so real. I am very disenchanted with the current gotcha market of we need to have a 3D open world-ish like kind of deal. I didn't get far enough into Enfield to like really have a determination on that, like realistically. So I have no strong opinions on Enfield one way or the other than it did not grab me very much. It's not an indictment of the game or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. I didn't really take to it. This does not want to stay. Come on, buddy. Okay. And then I'm missing one. Where could that possibly have gone? I know I found it. Guess I fell out of the box. It's not for you.exe. I mean, you know. Deadlock has a chat, all right. Deadlock. Well, people say slurs in it, but it's an online game, so I mean. That's just the thing that's going to happen. No, Deadlock is funny. Deadlock's chat is funny because the way how Deadlock's chat works is that it shows your character having a speech bubble as if it's them who's saying it. And so a lot of people will go in and like actually role play the character that they're playing as. And it's really funny. What is it, Wakfu? I don't know what the fuck. I've never seen anything of Wakfu. The HG G-Quicks. Oh, you mean this? Hold up. Fuck. On my own time. It's an online game, also an animation. I know Wakfu from one thing, and that's Zone. That's the only thing I know that shit for. Speaking of roleplay, one day in TF2, a guy was doing the Soldier voice for 3 hours straight, and if you know anything about Soldier, that tends to... Yeah, Soldier's voice is grating to do. It's all gravel in the throat. Why does the beam saber have ED? Because it's made of cheap plastic, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of right now, I don't want to say waiting for, but I'm kind of like looking for newer gacha games to play and to try out and to see if they hook me at all. Shit! Maybe one day I'll like just show up and just stream Chaos Zero Nightmare. That was the closest game I've had that I was just like, that's really cool. I'd like to do more of that. But like even Nikke, I love Nikke. Nikke is a fantastic game, and I will 100% recommend Nikke to literally everyone all the time. I've not like done Nikke stuff in a hot minute. Not because I don't want to. I've just not like had a motivation to do gacha stuff. I mean, if it hasn't become obvious for a lot of people, I don't necessarily have the cash right now to like go super hard on gacha things. Just is what it is. I got a lot of shit going on in my life at this moment in time, and rolling for anime PNGs, shockingly, is not high on my prio list. In fact, I hate to say this, I'm considering right now possibly not doing an art contest for the summer due to financial reasons. And if you want to know like the long story short on that is next year is the last year of my contract, and I need to figure out if I'm going to be staying in Japan or not. Now, I want to, right? I would love to stay here. The problem is, I need to get a job and I need to get a work visa. And if I can't get those things, then I have to leave. There's a couple of like roadblocks I need to get over in terms of like making that happen, you know what I mean? Mind you, if I go back to America, I have like no money, so I need to save money right now. Because the yen ain't exactly what it used to be, to say the least. Nice. If you marry someone, you get a permanent visa. Well, yeah, that requires me, though, to find a person to marry. There are candidates. Not yet, though. Yeah, the U.S. is in an interesting position right now, to put it kindly. I don't have a particular interest, necessarily, in going back stateside. I mean, if I have to, I have to. You know what I mean? Not exactly much I can do about that if it just, like, comes down to it. Oh, I need to put a 68 on here. Oops. 68 should be in this. Yep. 68 and 69. Okay. But if I do go back to the States, I mean, I'll say this. If I end up back in America, I know exactly where I'm going to go and what I'm going to end up doing. I will very likely move closer to my buddies. Yeah. I'm going to move closer to where my friends are. And try and settle down out that way. Additionally, I will be opting to attempt to possibly, who knows, maybe if I go back to America, if I am actually close to my friends, I may, I'm not going to say give up being a VTuber. What I may do is I might start actually doing IRL streams proper. With my buds. Just because, I don't know, I feel like it'd be easier to do things that way. There's certain content I would like to start making that that the medium of being a VTuber does not lend itself the best towards. That said, I do still like doing this. I don't plan on stopping this anytime soon necessarily. There's some T10 here. Couch podcast? Yeah, I genuinely, actually, something like that. Like, I mean, shit, what I may end up doing, just because I can, is I might just end up, like, doing face cam stuff and uploading the podcast like that, and then freak people out, because nobody watches the podcast, and then just, like, don't tell anybody that, like, I started doing face cam for it. And, like, that's the only place where you can see my face is on the podcast. Genuinely really funny idea. I'd have to miss streams because time zones, you being in Japan is great for me. That's the other thing, isn't it? Is, I've already set up all of my streams and all my content really around being in Japan for the last 5 years.
The monkey's paw is that you're wearing a goat head.
Right. So, moving is kind of fucks that whole thing up, doesn't it? I'll be honest with you, though, if I did move, I would probably do everything in my power to try and keep my streams around the same time. Which means I would have to wake up stupidly early to make it happen, but I would do it. Y'all mean that much to me. I would wake up dumb early and then do that shit.
Just do an IRL streaming cosplay as your VTuber avatar.
That's the thing. Well, I could do it as my original design because my original design is really simple. It's just a suit with a golden tie. Not even a suit. It's just a dress shirt and a golden tie. Hey, that looks good. Alright, we are almost. Yeah, no, I would probably still try and do early morning things. It would also depend on whatever the fuck I get as a job. Like, I'll be honest with you, I like teaching. Teaching's cool. It's a fun. It's not the worst job ever. I don't know if I want to teach in America. I've taught in America before, and I'm gonna be honest with you, teaching in America fucking sucks. Like, if you're in the know about what's going on stateside, you would know that there is currently a teacher shortage. They can't get people in the door to teach. And let me tell you, it's not because they don't have the best union in the fucking thing and because, like, there's so much that's, like, really, really... You get a ton of benefits for teaching. You're still on a teacher's salary, but you get so many benefits and you get, like, 3 months off because of summer. Like, there's a lot to, It's not a bad job to have, right? Trade-off is, you have to teach in America, and teaching in America fucking sucks. Like, to put it very bluntly, it fucking sucks. It has its ups and downs, I will say that. Much like any job, it does have its ups and downs. But we've gotten to this point, this interesting point in, in teaching in particular, at least at like the K-12, in K-12, where it's just like all the students are, well, for one, AI. Everyone's favorite thing, AI, is a big, you know, it's as if they don't get paid enough for the shit that they deal with. Teachers get paid an okay amount, and teachers get a full 3 months off in a row in the summer. So few jobs give you that bullshit, and those teachers take advantage of that. And they need it. Teachers need to be away from the students for a while, because it's a stressful fucking job. That said, yeah, throws a whole wrench into that, and makes it so that you can't trust whatever your kids are submitting, because you just don't know. You don't know if they're being, like, legit about things or if they're just, like, lying to you. Especially in, like, the subjects I would be teaching, which is mostly English. Which, I mean, I don't know. I love teaching English. English is great. Like teaching history. History is great. So it's, I don't know, man. I don't know if I have it in me. I had to break up so many fights when I was teaching. It was ridiculous. And like phones and shit, and the kids, like, there's literally no respect. And then of course the parents want the teachers to. I think here, do you want to know do you want to know the genuine, like, biggest issue with being a teacher is right now in America? It's that American parents do not value teachers at all. American parents, I'd say by and large, they don't care about the education aspect. They care about having a place where their kid goes to where their kid is safe. Right? Which is part of the reason why when shit hits the fan, they freak out so hard on the teachers, not at any other thing. It's like, why couldn't you prevent this from happening? It's like, what do you mean? Like, what? I can't do anything about your little angel coming in and starting to kick the shit out of people, or, like, I don't know, smoking vapes in the fucking, like, bathroom, and when I tell him off, he just gets pissy and tries to pick a fist fight with me. It's like, what? How on earth are you in here blaming me? He's your little fucking shithead. Yeah, there's, I don't know. At least teaching in Japan, there is a solid line of respect that has been ingrained into these students from a very young age. And so even though, like, I have kids who are shitheads, for sure, the worst Japanese student makes the worst, it looks like an angel compared to the worst American student that I've had to teach. Like, it's not even a competition, dude. Entitled parents. Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of just, like, I don't want to put in the effort, and that's your job. Why aren't you doing your job? It's like, I am doing my job. I can't do my job if Pookie here is being a bastard. Right? Like, you have no right to come in here and get mad at me that your child, and I'm not gonna even say your boy because, like, girls, oof. Here's a secret, fellas. You think that boys are the worst, right, when it comes to, like, causing problems in school? I think boys just immediately assume that guys are the worst because you have all your confrontations with other guys, right? No. Girls are fucking evil at that age. I'm talking like James Bond villain plotting the downfall and destruction of these other people because I don't know, I just felt like it. I just felt like it today. I had to break up more fights between girls than I did between guys when I was teaching in America. And they would jump people. We had people who would jump each other. Yep, and Dad had 3 on his exactly. It's like, trust me. Guys are simple. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Guys are really, really simple because what we do is we get mad and we fight each other. There's really usually not that much more nuance to it, right? Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. That's not to say that guys are stupid or like boys will be boys, but in general, like you can get to the root problem of why a guy is hitting another guy, right? You have to put a fucking girl through Guantanamo to get an inkling of information out of them. And even then, good luck. Girls prefer psychological? Yes. 100% yes. Trust me. I'm not a parent, but I'm a teacher, which is functionally the same thing in a lot of ways. I spend more time around some of these kids than their parents do. You know what I mean? Okay. I need 14. I need 2 14s. I'm not going back to teaching preschool. See, that's the thing. I would rather... I don't think I would mind teaching kids that young. Mostly because I feel like that has its own set of challenges. But at the very least, I don't know, it's easier to control that situation, I would say. Those kids don't have any like control over themselves necessarily, but I guess that also is very dependent. Because here's the thing, I do teach preschool, kindergarten and preschoolers. And here in Japan, I've not had that many issues with them. I've had some students, I have one group where I can count on one finger how many classes I've gone through with this group where a student hasn't broken down and having like a hiss fit and crying. And it's always over nothing, like, of course. It's just kids who are hyper competitive and they don't have a fucking, like, sense of, like, what's right and wrong, so they just think that they should have just won, and they're mad. They just freak out because it's the only reaction that they know how to do. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I don't get mad at kids like that. I find it much more difficult to be upset at a child who is still forming. You know what I mean? The parents are the problem in preschool? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're telling you how to do your job and then get mad at you when you don't do your job. Ain't that the best? Okay, now we need to... Not to mention, can you guys imagine? I just want to paint a scenario for you. One of the reasons I have not done face cam stuff is because of my occupation, right? Can you imagine if a school or a parent caught wind of one of my streams? If you get an uptight enough parent and they were to listen to, like, Big Trouble, oh yeah. And here's the thing, I don't even, like, say anything that's, like, necessarily horribly out of pocket, right? I mean, I do sometimes, but, like, I don't know. I'm not a controversial person by any stretch of the imagination, right? At least I hope I'm not. I'm not trying to be. But there are some parents who would be like, there's no way I would allow my child to be taught by this man, right? How am I supposed to... Oh, like that. I see. Then, I don't know. One of the last things that you really want as a fucking content creator. I had a parent try to get me fired for posting about going to a Pride event. Exactly. People are fucking so weird. That is, I think, the appropriate descriptor, is that people are fucking weird.
Morning, children. Today teaching assistant Tammy will be teaching you the fundamentals of phony.
Phony. Alright. Last page here, and then we're going to call it. We're getting through one page a stream, which isn't bad. Which means we really just have this page next time. Which actually... You know what? Maybe we can just finish this today. Maybe we just finish this tonight. Let's stay up. Let's go a little bit later. It looks like we've done most of, like, the complicated shit. And now it's just a lot of attaching things to each other. Okay. What kind of model is it? Tamiya? It is Takao. It's an arpeggio blue steel. Which I'm still baffled by with how they decided to ship this. These ones here, is this the W's? Yes, okay. Put this here. I need more W14s. Right there. I'll need 2 of them. Okay. I need 12 AP and 14s. AP was the red. It's like I'm going to be bitching about this forever. They label some of them, but not all of them. Like, why? Just label all of them. Don't just put the fuck-ass numbers. It's so... This need 14s. No, I need 12. Just these here, okay? Hold on. You see the word Nepo baby in my chat. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I think that if a parent is actively trying to get you fired from your teaching position for what is arguably something that's none of their goddamn business and not illegal, maybe they should consider fucking off. I don't know. I think that... I talk about this a lot, so I probably sound annoying when I do. People are so worried about other people's business all the time. Like, I don't know how to tell people this, like, without sounding like an asshole. Most people are incredibly boring and dull. We all wake up, we all do the same bullshit, we all go about our day, right? Nothing too, like, grandiose or spectacular. We're all just, like, waking up and doing our own shit. But we all have our own, like, little things and quirks that we are into. Generally speaking, just, like, whatever things, right? I think it's damning to me anytime I see a person get uppity about what somebody else's, like, little thing that they're into is. Because generally speaking, it's not that bad, but people blow it up to be way out of proportion constantly. Especially if you work in certain occupations, people are very much just like, well, you do this for a living. How come it's okay for you? How come you think it's okay for you to do X, Y, and Z? It's just like, I don't know, bitch. Maybe because it's like, I like to do it. As long as you're not doing anything illegal or like fucking truly scandalous, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I think this is the right 14. So many people are too worried about what other people are doing and worried about what other people think. But Klidge, most of these people have nothing to do with their life except drink wine or beer all day, looking for some excitement, and getting a teacher fired is a rush of a lifetime for them. You know what's a rush of a lifetime? I have to stop telling people to kill themselves. That should be my new, like, 2026 resolution. Is stop telling people that they should kill themselves. Because I don't know how many more times I can say, you know, also be a really good rush is pulling the trigger on a gun that's to your head. Right? I don't think I can do that. I think I can get in trouble if I say shit like that. So I'm going to stop saying shit like that. However, I did not say that. I did not saying that. My default to people who are assholes is just to tell them to do terrible things to themselves. And I should stop doing that. Tell people to piss themselves? They should piss themselves about it. Get a nice warm rush down your legs. It's like, I don't know, yeah, if you want your kid to not be exposed to the world and to be a fucking bubble baby who gets made fun of, then yeah. You can do that by homeschooling them. Like, if you don't want your child to experience what the world is actually like, then yeah, keep them at home, never let them do anything. Raise them to be your perfect little zealot, and maybe, just maybe, they won't murder you in their sleep. Murder you in your sleep, I should say. Like, so many people are trying to raise their perfect little Jason Voorhees these days. This is my son. This here's my son. His name's Benjamin. And Benjamin, he goes to church every Sunday. He, the fuck? He goes to church every Sunday. He spends all of his time chopping wood, doing woodworking. We have no television. He's not allowed to have a cell phone. Keep him. Fuck! Keep him inside. He prays every day. It's one of his favorite pastimes is to kneel before the fireplace. He likes to stare deep into the fire in deep contemplation. We know that that's his way of showing devotion to us as parents. God bless him. You know what's fucked up about that scenario? One of my best friends growing up was named Ben. I had a good buddy named Ben. He was a good guy.
Glitch using the event on JPRN, we're finally seeing who's the true MILF of MILFs in Chaldea.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
saw.
fucking Amy.
Well, yeah. Didn't we already talk? I feel like I already called that, right? When we did the mommy tier list. Emmy is like chaotic mommy because he's still a mom or some shit. Like, yeah, he fits that description. Yeah. Everyone is number, but Emmy is EX. Isn't Boudica also EX? Who were some of the worst ones? It wasn't the worst, but none of the Fey Knights are very high. Bargus, I'm pretty sure, was ranked at 24. Melusine was like at fucking like 14. Boudica's sister EX. Ah. Norma Medea was like, well, yeah, Norma Medea killed her kids. So, yeah. Of course Medea would have it too. How does she feel about that? If I was her, I'd be like, yeah. Where was Tiamat? Tiamat wasn't that high, if I remember right. But then again, they measured Tiamat as baby Tiamat, not mommy Tiamat. Like, both Tiamat and Raiko were both very low. Which I think was, like, the joke. Is that, like, yeah, these are the characters that everyone calls mom. Or that call themselves moms. And then they get the rating and it's just like, oh shit. we go. It's the same inside and out. It looks like it. Shit. Okay. There we go. More perfect. Okay. All right, and it said I need tiny little guns, but I didn't see the tiny guns. Were they on the small sheet? This one here. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm not really reading chat at the moment. I'm like in deep conversation. Conversation, Jesus Christ. Concentration. Oh, by the way, I've seen the sketches of the upcoming Chillin' Tuesday thumbnail. It looks good. It's looking like it's going to be very nice. Yesterday, someone pointed out that Lost About Morgan shouldn't be that high considering that she let her daughter hang out with Beryl. I'd say that Morgan makes for a good mom. This is like a 3-year-long thing that's been happening. Where I was initially very much against the idea that people were calling Morgan mommy. But as time has gone on, yeah, she's a mom. She's not mommy, she's a mom. If that makes sense. I can definitely picture her as a mother. But I don't see her as mommy. Mommy is more of like mommy's more of a feeling. Yeah, she's a mother, not mom. Not mommy. Okay. So now start attaching these to the big ship. Fellas, it's time. So it needs to go here. Here? in this general area. Okay. So let's... coat this in glue. Liquid cement, that's concrete, baby. Okay, so actually this goes like right here. Okay. Let's pop these all into place, I suppose. Okay, very nice. Now I also need to put this in. This is going to fit into this little bitty here to thread that needle. Drake's a 60? Yeah, that makes sense. Have they evaluated the other two pirates, Anne and Mary? I would be very curious where they land, because I imagine they will not be in the same spot. I know that the Koyans were both at 667. $79? Really? Chat, does he know? I do know. Waiver is crazy high at 79. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Alright, we did that. We attached that. Number 3 as well, which is one of these cannons. Which can then go on there like that. Okay. Then number 13. Yeah. Okay, and I need I need a 67 and then a T10. Okay. Speaking of bad jokes. Shit. Safe. Shootin', Doman, and Nursery Rhyme having the same mom rating is unsettling. What is their rating? Betty62 checks out. Yeah, that makes sense. $61? Doman is that high? You know what? Actually, yeah, I can see it. Nursery is the one that's a little bit discomforting there to be on a mommy rating thing. That said, though, I kind of understand. Given her personality, she's less mommy. She's more like weirdly enough, she feels like she'd be like grandma-ish. If that makes any sense. Rats have the same rating as MASH? What is that at? Blavatsky is 80? Yeah, that actually makes sense. Where does MASH rate in the mommy rating? I would not consider MASH, like, mommy at all. Shuten 61 too. I think that Shuten would be an okay mom. Shuten's like the fun mom. Like the one that all your friends say is hot and then bully you for. 43 for MASH? Yeah, that makes sense. Daikokuten only at 43? Ironic considering they probably have kids.
Mesh is 43, Lancelot 44.
That's kind of funny, actually, that they're that close. I feel like Lancelot should be lower. He was kind of a really shit dad. Okay. He's not paying attention to us here, I'm 99% sure. What do you know? Shuten Doji's a wine ant? That's what I'm saying. Like I said, Shuten would be the hot mom. She's the hot mom that your friends are always just like, dude, your mom's so hot, and everyone's just like, and you're just like, if you say that again, I will actually kill you. Are you paying attention to have the nonsense on YouTube chat? There's always nonsense on YouTube chat. And the constant mother has been fetishized so much. Yeah, believe me. You say nonsense, I'm saying that this is the conversation being held between two different parts of the Klidge community right now. They're talking of, if for the context, they're talking of, if you just joined, they're talking about the mother things that are happening on FGOJP right now. Where every character has a mother rating. It's a real thing that Fate's doing. Oh no, I'm well aware. Okay, good. Making sure. Just so you know, I'm also well aware. I'm not necessarily promoting it. It's just a thing that's happening. Alright. But we are going to put the kibosh on it for now. We're going to... How is Huang Feihu solo? Easy. He's not a mom, he's a dad. We're going to call that here. Fellas. We'll pick up with this, the rest of this, next week. Oh wait, hold up. No, I'm gonna attach one last thing, and we're gonna take a look at this before we actually call it. Just realized I missed a part. So they want me to take this. This. Lock in, damn it.
You say that about Huang Feihu, but actual Hokusai is at 52, higher than Skahawk.
You know what? How many of these are actually serious, and how many of them are being done by Nasu to be like, "Huh, your waifu is just shit, mom"? Better question. How many of these are being... How much of this event was done with the complete and utter intent of getting people to draw dojins? Is that not the intent? Why is this not fitting?
Sensei, how would you deal with Arjuna in the Advanced Quest Shining Crown? If he had answered, then I wouldn't have been able to hear it since I was in edits.
There we go. I have no idea. I've not done it. Oh, the advanced quest? Oh, I don't remember. I'm sorry. It's been a minute. I do not recall. All right. We're going to... This is not... Why is this not...
This will most definitely affect the Raiko Dojin population.
Oh, the fact that Raiko is a smaller mommy rating than Shuten? 100% that's going to affect the fucking Dojin market. Why is this not fitting? This is going to drive me insane. Like, why? And I can't be too fucking... I can't power this because I'm afraid I'll actually like, break things. Man, what the fuck? Is it supposed to be elevated like this? Maybe. If that's the case, then let me...
Amiya's talk gonna go through the roof.
That's what I'm also... Yeah, right? How many people who are diehard Fate Stay Night fans hate the fact that Emiya has been more or less relegated to being a mom in FGO? How many people are just furious at that? Anyway, I'll let you guys mull over that until next stream. You can come back and tell me what you think. For now, we're going to call that here. Thanks for hanging out, fellas. I will catch you all later. Yeah, see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do viewer choice Valentine scenes. In case I have characters that you don't have, you can come check them out. For now, though, you have a good night. Peace out, big love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Sir, Amiya Prague.
No.
Nanome in Niners. Hu Yanzhou.
No,
Wife.
Emiya Prague. What the fuck is wrong with you? People just be saying shit. Ark!